everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day so far. My name is Dina. Thank you so much for joining me here today. On my channel, I talk about all things green, including plant sustainability and plant-based foods. I also have a small business where I make sustainable macrame home decor and accessories like this here. So you may see some small business and Etsy content as well. If you are interested in this type of content, please don't hesitate to subscribe and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at EarthlingDina or at ReadySet.co, which is my small business page. If you already follow me on Instagram, you probably already have a plant obsession as well, but if you're just starting out or you're thinking about getting some plants, this is the video for you. So let's get right into it. Today I wanted to show you some plants that I think are amazing for beginners because they're fuss-free. They are literally great for anybody, in my opinion. And I just wanted to share them here with you today because they will really help ease you into plant care and caring for plants and really give you some practice for more difficult plants that you might like but not be able to take care of from the beginning. So yeah, let's start off with number one. So number one is a snake plant. Scientific name for this is a oh my god, I don't even know how to say it. Sansevieria. And its nickname is mother-in-law's tongue because it's sharp and pointy. This is my largest one. It's actually my boyfriend's plant. One of our first dates, I made him go plant shopping with me and he got this for his apartment, and now since moving in together, I kind of claimed it back as my own. But yeah, snake plants are super easy to care for because basically how you care for a snake plant is you forget that you have it. They are literally so simple. I guess maybe because they're, I don't want to say cactus-like, because cacti can actually be difficult in my opinion, but they're very rigid and they don't need a lot of water and they don't need like super complex light situations or humidity, so I'm like hiding behind it. So how you care for a snake plant is basically what I said. You forget that you have it because they don't like a lot of water. In fact, they're very easy to overwater if you're someone that likes to water weekly. I don't think I've watered mine in like a month or two because in the winter time they really don't like to be watered as much, which is true for most plants actually, but we'll get into that in another video. So yeah, I definitely recommend a snake plant. I would say in the summer months water, it really depends on your situation, but maybe every 2 to 3 weeks you can water her. And in the winter, like really every once a month or every 2 months. You want to make sure that it dries out completely in between before you water it, and that will really help it thrive. Now I'm just noticing mine has a few like nicks because my cat likes to chew on it. Do not give it to your cats. They should not be chewing on any of your plants because they can be toxic. But my cat is a little rascal, so he's fine. I've put it out of his reach now, and he's also older now. He's a little less munchy. For sunlight, for me, my plant thrives in bright and direct light. Honestly, sometimes it's in direct morning light, and it's fine. But if you're someone that only has low light, they can still do okay in low light. It's actually a great low light plant as well, but will definitely grow better in brighter light, which is true for most plants, I think. So yeah, I would say this is one of the easiest beginner houseplants. This list isn't really in order, but I would say this is definitely near the top. So let's get into the next one. So if you're following me on Instagram, you'll know that I recently posted about this plant as a beginner plant. This is called a pothos. Sometimes it's called the devil's ivy. I'm not really sure why, I think because it grows so fast. So when I posted this on Instagram, a lot of you agreed with me, but a lot of you also said that you've killed these. Now, I've definitely killed some too, because they do require a little more care but they are super forgiving plants. Like, I've thought I've killed mine, especially this one. Look how nice and bouncy it is. I've had it to the point where it was completely drooping. All the leaves were like, they were so soft that I could like fold them. And I just watered it and gave it lots of light, and then it came back like this. So that is why I think it's a really great beginner plant, because even when you do neglect it, it will bounce right back when you give it attention. Basically like a lot of humans too. Also, how cute is this pot?
I got it at what are those stores called? Like a discount store where like people return stuff and they don't actually return it back to the store, so like that's where all the stuff goes. You know, I've been ordered from like Amazon and stuff like that. A lot of the time it doesn't go back to the store, but it goes somewhere else, like a discount store. I had to pick it up, it's so fucking cute. It was super cheap too, so I had to do it.
Anyway, one of the reasons I love this plant is because it grows so quickly and it comes in many different variations. This one is, I believe, a marble queen. Definitely search up pothos if you are looking for a beginner plant, because you will definitely find one that you like. These plants do okay in lower light settings as well, but the variegation won't be as nice, which is like this cool design on the leaf. And it definitely won't thrive. So you do want bright indirect light. So put it like near a window where you have sun coming in, but it's not directly touching the leaf so it doesn't burn it. Basically, I just water when it's dried out or almost dry. The leaves will actually like start to curl up when it wants water. So that's how you know how to water it. So yeah, the pothos is definitely on my list of beginner plants, but it does require a little more care than I think a snake plant does, but it's still totally worth it because they are so beautiful. So yeah, number 2 is pothos. Pothos.
I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
For number 3, I just wanted to quickly mention the spider plant. I don't know if I want to count it on like beginner houseplants because it's basically a fake plant. Like, it's not actually, but I think it's very hard to kill these. You let it dry out, the leaves will start to dull, and that means it wants water. It also likes bright light. Mine looks like shit because my cat likes to chew it. They are non-toxic, but I try to keep it away from him, but for some reason he just, this he sees is like, oh, this looks so delicious to him. So he goes and he chews. That's why all the ends are like this. But these are very easy to care for, and I'm not sure if you like this look. I honestly love it. You can get bigger plants that often will grow babies, and the babies will come out like this on like a little stem, and it'll grow like a little mini plant. It actually looks so cute. So if that's something that you might be into, I definitely recommend the spider plant as a beginner plant. I'll do a close up here. See if you can see it. Mine isn't in the best shape, but it's still cute. I like how bouncy. It's kind of like a filler plant, honestly. It does great anywhere. And for plant number 4, the ZZ plant, or I don't know how to say the actual name, but short form is a ZZ plant. These are super fast growing too, and they can grow really big. This plant is super easy to care for. Very similar, I think, to the snake plant for care. I hardly ever water it. And it gets pretty bright light, but also does okay in low light. This is a pretty small one, but they can grow huge as well. So I definitely recommend this. Super cute. Mine has grown so much since I got it. I kind of forget when I got it, but it was like
tiny, very tiny.
And it has grown so much. It definitely needs to be repotted. Love the look of this. If you like the look of this one, definitely recommend it as a beginner plant. Next up, I find trailing philodendron very easy to care for as well, and I think they're great beginner plants. So this is called a Philodendron Brazil. It has different shades of green on the leaf like this. There's other types of plants, like other types of philodendron that have similar patterns but are more expensive, but the Brazil is pretty inexpensive and is pretty easy to care for as well. This one, I kind of treat it like I do my pothos. So I water it maybe a little bit more. I don't let this one dry out completely. I like to keep it a little bit moist. I feel like most philodendron like that. And it might depend on your environment as well, but Mine likes bright indirect light and to be watered when it's like half dried out or almost dried out. And yeah, if you maintain watering and make sure she gets light, you will have this beautiful foliage as a beginner plant parent. This is one of my favorite plants actually. Also this planter, so cute. I have it linked down below in my description. That's like my affiliate links. If you want to check that out below, I get a small commission if you purchase through my link, but it's at no extra cost to you. So that's nice if you want to check this one out down below. So number 6 for beginner houseplants. You don't have to get one this big, but this is called an Aglaonema. This one is specifically the Aglaonema Silver Bay. I just love the pattern on this. I find Aglaonema super easy. I think they're great beginner houseplants because, again, they don't need a ton of attention. But mine tend to like more water than most. Oh my god, there's a new leaf! I didn't even see it. She likes bright indirect light, and I like to keep the soil moist. As long as you don't overwater and give it enough light, it will definitely thrive in your care. I also like to regularly wipe down its leaves because especially this one has huge leaves. That's how plants will photosynthesize. They need lots of light. And if there's dust and stuff covering their leaves, especially like if you have pets, my pet's hair gets all over the leaves and it's hard for them to collect sunlight. So definitely wash down your leaves when you can. There's many different types of Aglaonema. There's definitely smaller types as well. So if you're interested in this type of plant, I definitely recommend it as a beginner plant. So let's do one more. So last but not least, I think Monstera, especially the ones that I've cared for so far, are fairly easy to take care of, and I think they're a great beginner to intermediate plant. They definitely are beginner plants, but they do need a little more care. This is a Monstera adansonii. Some people call it the monkey mask. Monstera adansonii is definitely an easy plant to care for as well. I don't know what else to say about it. The same watering basically as like pothos or the trailing philodendron. I water it once it's almost completely dried out. This one I like to give lots of humidity, so if that's something that you're struggling with, maybe it's not the best plant. I know mine loves humidity, so I think it can still be okay without a lot of humidity, but I do have a humidifier that I run for my plants, and this one definitely enjoys it a lot, so I would say it does okay in lower light. I don't recommend it. I think it's probably better to have bright indirect light. It will definitely thrive more, but it's pretty accepting of different conditions, I think. But I think Monstera are pretty accepting of different conditions, but I think the best is like higher humidity, brighter light, and watering once the soil is almost completely dry, but not completely. Either way, most plants kind of tell you when they want to be watered, like their leaves will start to look droopy. You can get a moisture meter if you want to know when to water your plants, but I'll definitely make a video on different plant care items that I recommend if you're starting a plant hobby. But yeah, that is it for the plants. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments if you have any of these plants or which one is your favorite. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Since this is actually my first video and I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet, I will let you know in my upcoming videos, my uploading schedule, when I figure it out. So yeah, if you have any questions, definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm the most active there, and I always get DMs about plant care. I'm not a professional, I have to say that, but I have been collecting for a little while, and I've definitely had some fails and some successes that I think give me some experience to comment on questions you may have, or at least I can direct you to somebody who can help you. So definitely, if you want to see more, or you have questions, or just anything, please follow me on Instagram and message me there. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time.